Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Barcelona is approaching its stage in the Champions League where we're about to start the knockout series. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Today I'm going to show you how Barcelona can win the Champions League, taking 4 important steps. Now, it is a rumor that Barcelona might be facing Newcastle or PSG in the round of 16. I don't know if that's true. That's what I've been hearing from everyone else. But if it is true, here's 4 steps on how Barcelona need to break that curse, to break that wall right in front of them, which is now obviously it's not going to be easy to win the Champions League in 2026. Hansi Flick's Barcelona must navigate a perfect storm of tactical discipline and health.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now, the first step you want to do is survive the Frankie de Jong void, bro. I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy at all. Frankie de Jong is a very, very, very big piece in Hansi Flick's puzzle, tactically, offensively, and defensively. Defensively, he's like the cleanup crew with Pedri, they stop counter-attacks, they sweep up the midfield, and they clean up the mess that strikers leave when they fail to attack and lose the ball in the front. Offensively, he's the one who's organizing the build-up play and the start-up to counter-attacks. Most of the time, he's the one playing balls to Lamine Yamal and linking up between the striker and the wingers. Now, the solution is obviously Marc Casado or Marc Bernal. They must provide defensive screen that allows Pedri and Dani Olmo to run, of course. And if the midfield loses its structure without De Jong, Barcelona's high-pressing system becomes a liability against fast-breaking English teams, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I could have killed a lot. I'm telling you. Look at my face. Like I could have killed a lot of people.
The second thing they want to do, and this one is very important. Barcelona needs to manage Lamine Yamal's fatigue, bro. Lamine Yamal's playing a lot of games and he's getting more and more sloppy. You can see that the quality of football that he's dropping is still good, but it's a shadow of what he was last season, and it's a big shadow of what he was the season before. Obviously, the solution of this, bro, is that Flick must utilize players like Marcus Rashford and Rooney Bardaji. Lamine Yamal has also shouldered a massive burden this season, 28 goal involvements in 32 games is good, but recent performance show that he's fatigued, bro. He is fatigued. Now, I didn't want to mention Ferran Torres, bro. That guy is trash.
No.
Straight up, that guy is ass. Get him out the team, bro. I do not want to waste my time talking about Ferran Torres in my videos ever again, bro.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't even want to mention his name. I'm going to do it like Carl, bro. We keep it number 7 from now on. Now, Hansi Flick must utilize players like Marcus Rashford and Rooney Bardaji. I feel like if you play Rooney Bardaji more, he's gonna start giving output. We've seen it in the Super Copa games. We've seen it in Copa del Rey. Rooney Bardaji needs to play more, bro. Flick must rotate. He must trust in his bench and make more substitutions. For Barca to win the UCL, Lamine Yamal needs to be at 100%, bro, for Barca to win the UCL. Especially for the midweek European nights, as he is the only player capable of breaking down elite defenses like Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
The third thing we want to look at, bro, this one is most important. Like out of all, to perfect the high line. If we can fix the high line or just fix the defense in general. Look at this. We have a solid goalkeeper. So that means the goals that are going in, most of it is the defender's fault. Primarily the fullbacks, Alejandro Balde and Jules Koundé. Jules Koundé gets eaten at the back so many times, down the wing.
You don't have future here. You don't have future. You can never make it.
Vinicius Jr., Claudio Echeverri, Nicolas Pepe, Adamana Lookman, you name it. Any winger that gets that side, bro, versus Jules Koundé, they chow him every time. They chow him. Something needs to be done in the back line, bro. Playing João Cancelo there is also sketchy because we don't know how good he is defensively, bro. Of course, offensively, he has a lot to give, bro. but we just don't know what he can give to the defensive structure of the team. Now, Flick's tactical hallmark is an extremely high defensive line that caught opponents offside over 180 times last season. However, recent losses to Atletico Madrid and Girona show that this press fails, bro. When the press fails, the defense is exposed. So that means the press needs to be, it needs to be high, bro. Players should not breathe when they have the ball. And it's not hard to press the opposing team. Start running when the opposite team has the ball. Start running, chase them. Get the ball, chase them. You might get a lot of fouls, but you also pressure them to make mistakes, and you also start counter-attacks, bro. Solution to this, Ronald Araujo or Paul Kubasi must be flawless in their communication against teams with extreme pace like Newcastle's Gordon or offside track cannot afford to have a single misstep, bro. So the press needs to be very efficient. Very efficient. Now the fourth thing I want to take note of, bro. The team needs to stay healthy, and they need to find a way to strengthen up the squad just in time for this run of Champions League. I'm talking about players that have been injured from the beginning of the season need to come back. They need to come back. If we don't have our full squad, we're still going to suffer from it, bro. We're still going to suffer from it. So Gavin needs to come back. Players like Frankie de Jong, they need to come back. The full squad needs to be them. And also, players that are struggling to perform need to step up. This is a time for a mentality change, bro. This is a time for mentality change, for real. For real, bro. Mentality change, I'm telling you right now, bro. Ferran Torres needs to switch on, bro. The Ferran Torres we saw last season, we need to bring him back. We need to bring him back. And if he doesn't win, if he doesn't make it, if he doesn't provide, we sell that nigga next season immediately, bro. Immediately. I'm tired of this. We need a striker. Lewandowski needs to step up for his last season here, bro. I feel like this is his last season. Now he needs to step up and leave something behind the team. But that's my point. That's my take, bro. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys have made it so far up to this point in this video, drop a like, bro. Let's get to 400 subscribers. So you need to be hitting up that subscribe button. Hype up this video, bro. Hype up this video, guys. If you click that subscribe button, you are going to be entertained, bro. You are going to be entertained. This is a very big discussion. Can Barcelona win the Champions League? Road to the final. Barcelona is currently fifth favorite to win the Champions League trophy. 8-1 odds, trailing Arsenal and Bayern Munich. Round of 16, it might be Newcastle or PSG. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but the key advantage is that the second leg of the knockouts will likely be played at the newly renovated Spotify Camp Nou, providing a massive atmosphere boost that was missing during the Montjuic era. So there's a lot for us to grab. You know, there's a lot of positives. As much as there are negatives, there's also a lot of positives. If Barcelona can integrate a returning Gavi by the quarterfinals and keep Yamal fresh, the high-intensity, heavy metal football is capable of beating anyone, bro. However, if they don't show up the defensive transitions in De Jong's absence, a round of 16 exit is a real threat. I'm telling you, it's a real threat, bro. But let me know what you think in the comments, bro. That's my take, and that's my final thoughts on how if Barcelona can win the Champions League, bro. Thanks, bro. See y'all. Have a good day.